Welcome back to the Heart of Giving. As you know, we talk about the wonderful things that are happening in our city by the volunteers that give it their time and their love and their efforts and their money to make sure that we have programs in our city that help our children, that help those that need the help, homeless, abused, addicted. It's a wonderful thing to happen in our city that we have this occasion so that you can learn more about this. And today, as I say usually, is no exception. We have the Children's Benefit League of Long Beach, which has far-reaching effect into our community, and numbers and numbers of people that work on the different organizations. We have Susan Lance, who is the president, and we have Judy Cornwall, who is the philanthropic chair. And so we're going to just chat with you guys for a few minutes, but I want to know all about what you're doing. And the Children's Benefit League has been around forever, hasn't it?
Yes, it has, actually. It was started in 1946 by a group of 5 women who had worked with soldiers coming back from World War II.
That's 5
with
Long Beach
injury.
women.
Mm-hmm. Yes, 5 Long Beach women.
Okay.
And they found themselves without a job once the soldiers came back and were ready to take back their jobs. And they had been helping soldiers in medical facilities throughout the city during their free time during those years. And they saw the need for serving medically needy children. There were a lot of children who weren't able to get the medical care that they needed, largely due to lack of funds. So after the war, they decided they would form a nonprofit. So the 5 ladies, brave ladies, set upon that task, and that really is our purpose to this day, to raise money for medically needy children. And we do that through the work with 5 clinics here in Long Beach.
That's a wonderful start, to think that 5 women could start something that's gone on 40 years, that has grown to be a vital part of the community. And the Children's Benefit League is the umbrella to these 5 groups?
We assist them in as much as we can, and we attend all of their functions, and they attend our functions, and we work really in concert very well with each other, and we're very proud of the work that we do. Well, I'll let Judy do that.
Okay, Judy. Very good.
We have the Children's Clinic, and we have the Children's Dental Clinic. Both of those are in the Memorial Hospital campus, although they really aren't.
We've had the heads of both of those speak to us.
Good.
So that they're under your umbrella.
Yes, we help. We're one of the many groups that help to donate to them.
Okay.
We have the Guidance Center in Long Beach.
They've been here too. Oh,
and
my goodness.
They're wonderful. Well, they all know each other, and they all kind of coordinate, and they all, as I said, they help a similar population. We also have Ability First. I don't know if you've had Ability First.
Yes, I think we've had Ability First also.
Used to be the Crippled Children's Association.
Yes, absolutely.
And our money for Ability First actually is designated to go for children, and often that's autistic children, children that need respite care for the families, pays for extra things like camperships, socialization for the children that normally wouldn't get out in society, after school care. And also we have John Tracy Clinic, which is for deaf and hard of hearing preschool children.
Okay, now we haven't had John Tracy. We'll have to be sure and do that.
And you should. The main clinic,
all of them, yes.
The main clinic is up in Los Angeles, and we were fortunate to be able to have Children's Benefit League again be a sponsor to open a clinic here in Long Beach. And what they do, and that mission has somewhat changed over the years. In the past, they didn't have access to technology like they do now, but now they do training of people to help families to train their own children to be able to function in society. There's cochlear implants now. They use the hearing aids, and so much of that is started very, very early with the children so that they are able to learn early. Their little brains are starting to learn and to function at an early age rather than waiting until they maybe get to school and can't understand. And so that's, I think, a big part too.
So you have 5. You have 5.
Those are the 5.
And like how many men and women are involved in those 5 different organizations that sponsor 5 different things?
Well, what we do, we aren't directly involved with volunteering with the children, but we help raise money and fund these what these different organizations do for the children in the Long Beach area, the medically needy children.
But you, in each of these organizations, they have volunteers that work on projects that help that group.
Yes.
That's
And like
true.
how many? You mentioned to me, I think, a number.
Well, we have, in Children's Benefit League, we have 130 approximately members, and they are all volunteers. We have no building, so we don't, nobody is paid, so all of our work is strictly volunteer. And the events that we have throughout the course of the year to raise money for our 5 clinics that we support are all provided at the homes of our members or homes of friends of members or local venues. We just had our recent fashion show, our annual spring fashion show at the Long Beach Airport Marriott. So we do use the facilities here in the city to help us raise our money.
Now, I guess I think I understand it, but if you have 5 groups and they all have members,
Yes.
now are those members counted in your 152?
No.
Oh
No.
my.
No.
Oh, well, that's what I was wondering. I was wondering when you said 152 that that's an
Yes.
enormous amount for
Yes.
a group of
Yeah.
people to, you know, be in addition to those that are in the organizations that keep these things going.
Right. No,
Wow.
actually, it's just our small group. In comparison with other groups in the city, we are relatively small in number, but we're mighty in spirit.
Oh, I don't think you're
And-
small in number at all. My goodness. Just in one organization to have 152 in the Children's Benefit League
Yes.
is a big task to take care of all of them and to make them sure that they're all interested and that they know what you're all about.
The nice thing about it, I think, is that many of our members can do what they can, and we don't require a certain amount of so-called involvement or work. And many of us are retired educators, and we just want to carry on the mission, doing
Sure.
what we can.
Oh.
And when we can financially or maybe hands-on with some of the products and fundraisers that we have, like the fashion show. And we have a harvest fair. And we have many other social events that help raise money. We have a night at the track, at the racetrack.
Oh my.
We have we had a big margarita party, I think, last fall. We had many different kinds of ways that we raise our money, and then as financial director, and I have a committee, we look at the different needs for the 5 groups that we have designated to decide how the money will be divided, and we usually donate that once a year
Back
in the
to the
spring, back to
organization.
these 5 medical clinics.
Isn't that something? Well, you know, just the activities you mentioned is a big task, but if you have 150, but probably maybe a third of them really work hard.
You're
the rest,
right, Beverly.
the rest of them say,
Right.
I've had my turn.
And
you
that's
know.
so true as
Yeah.
we age as a
But they still
population.
stay interested and still
And-
attend.
Yes,
And
they
they
do.
do,
And that's,
doing what they can.
Yeah, that's an important point because next month we are going to recognize those members in Children's Benefit League. And by the way, we call ourselves CBL. It's just much shorter.
I see. Okay.
We are going to honor those people who have been loyal members throughout many years. In fact,
40.
one member, 64 years. And we have 5 other members who have been members very loyal and still active and participate to the degree they are able, that are in the 50 to 60 year range. So
Amazing.
they are with us for a long
You're not
period
talking about
of
50
time.
years old, you're talking about 50,
50
in
years
your
of service.
members.
in the
Yes,
organization.
yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes, it's
Well, they know they
wonderful.
belong to something that's really important.
Yes.
We're a sisterhood. We like
that
to
you
think
have
that.
a need, you know, you take care of it. So you take care of the physical needs, dental needs,
Emotional,
emotional
psychological,
needs,
And hearing.
and hearing needs.
and the
then-
developmental.
And
Yes.
developmental for autistic. So,
And each one of those groups has their own boards,
Right.
has their
Right.
own fundraisers. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Do you have to go to all of them?
we try and support them
my
all
goodness.
as much as they
In
support
addition
us.
to yours, you
and
know,
they're
to have
wonderful. They're
all
the
of-
real heroes.
Yes, they
Oh,
are.
yeah.
Those
I know.
organizations, as you know, you've
Oh, I'm
interviewed
telling
them.
you,
Yes.
it's just heartwarming, and I feel emotional when they start talking about the things they're doing and some examples and some of the things that they face every day, and you think, isn't that wonderful? Isn't that meeting a need of that we don't know how else it could happen?
And they make it happen, and that's why we are so impressed with what they do. And just at each clinic, there's something special that they make happen. And
but you don't tell them what to do or guide them or anything. They just
No.
they're their own entity.
They are.
And
They're
you
the
just count them as
professionals.
one of your 5 that you help raise funds for.
Correct, correct.
That's wonderful.
Yes, we are truly the heart of the giving. We are
Sure.
yes, we are not the directors of the giving. They have their own boards of directors, and they just do a wonderful job. And it makes me feel so good when I go to my dentist, and he said, "Oh, I don't take appointments on Fridays because I volunteer at the dental clinic."
Oh, yeah, wonderful.
And I say, "Well, that's why I come to you."
Well, Dr. Blake, who's in charge of the
yes.
dental clinic, does a
Amazing.
wonderful job.
He is.
Yeah.
And Barbara Lieberman-Jones,
Yes,
who's
yes,
the actual
that-
outreach.
absolutely.
We work very closely with
Well,
them.
the interviews that I've had with the others, I mean, strong leaders that are passionate about what they do, and that's half the work right there, to have someone so involved and so kind and feeling the love that they give and they get back when they see somebody be able to do something that they weren't able to do, or fix a tooth that that was hurting them.
Oh,
So-
my goodness, yes.
Oh, so you're really kind of directing groups that take care of thousands and thousands of children
many.
in the city.
Many
Oh.
thousands.
Yeah.
And our money
It's-
actually goes for extra things that maybe aren't from Medi-Cal, or maybe the uninsured or the underinsured. So there is money
there
that's
always
needed for that.
you know, nobody's overfunded from the government or from,
No.
you know, it really takes the heart of the people. So,
We
It
do some
does.
things like just donate children's books for the reading program at the children's clinic, and we collect dental supplies
Yeah.
and toys for the kids that go
That's
for a
wonderful.
visit, and we collect old
Well-
hearing aids that can be recycled and used
my.
for cochlear implants at John Tracy, and hygiene
Well,
products. And
thank you
and,
so much. This is wonderful. I've loved hearing about it, and I really didn't know what the actual work of the Children's Benefit League was. I knew what it was and what it did, but it's just admirable. And thank you both for being part of that. Many years, I know, for both of you. So
Well,
Our
thank
pleasure.
you very
Hearts in it.
much. Thank
Thanks
you
so
for
much.
inviting us.
Thank you, Beverly.
And come back. We have another segment right after this.